was so intrigued by it, I asked Frank, could my husband take the survey? And he said yes. And once we both took the survey and we looked at our outcomes, we were polar opposites. And so because of that, I'm associative and he's sequential. And it had been very, very hard because he didn't understand why I was all over the place and I could just move and move quickly and fastly. And I didn't understand why he couldn't move as fast with his thinking and making decisions as I could. And once we saw that, we made sense to each other. We made a lot of sense to each other. So basically, as opposed to me being, just what's taking you so long? It's right here. And he would keep saying, but Annette, I have to process it. And I would say, what is there to process? In the end, it was funny and it made me more patient with him and him more patient with me. And now we can laugh about it.
Mm-hmm. And that awareness comes from, because usually not just in that relationship, but especially in that relationship, you just assume that the other person is thinking about something the same way as you. And why don't they just get it? Right. And
exactly.
So, and you just think they don't want to get it. They don't want to get me. We're just different. This gave me sort of a language and a framework to understand, oh, he actually experiences taking out the trash different than I do.
Yeah. And it was more about decision making because I just thought he was kind of bucking against my decision making. And I'm like, why? It makes perfectly good sense.
In that type of decision making, what do you all do now? How do you approach it given what you know now about how he cognitively experiences and processes in you?
It depends on what it is. And now I know when I bring up something and I'm all excited and he's kind of slow coming on board, I just look at him and I say, oh, okay, Kenny, you're processing. And he says, yes, Annette, I'm processing it. That's how we leave it.
That saves a whole lot of attorneys and therapists money, I tell you that.
Yes.